You gonna speak on Renee Good? You mean like in a video or in general?
I like the guy that he's reacting to right now. By the way, this guy is like he goes to like different dollar stores and stuff and tests like talks about medications. It's pretty cool.
Because that shit is horrible.
Oh yeah,
I
thousand
still
percent.
can't believe that anyone thinks that that was defensible action from ICE.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna give you my biggest conspiracy theory. I think that like whatever post that came out, where like two White House officials said that the doctor told them that this guy had like internal bleeding. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. Like what, a week later after we watched the footage, people are like, "Oh, well, have you seen it from different angles?" I saw it from the one clearest angle originally, and it's very clear what happened. An ICE agent positions himself in front of a vehicle, which is not something he's supposed to be doing. That's part of the training. He positions himself in front of the vehicle, which she's obviously not really a threat. She even says, "I'm not mad at you." She turns the wheel away from him, and he goes for his gun before getting out of the way. It seems like he wanted to shoot her. That never should be happening. At the best, most charitable perspective is that like he panicked and he's not equipped to be an ICE agent is the way that I look at it. He positioned himself in front of a vehicle like he should not have, and he panicked and he shot her. Those bullets could have hit anybody else, any other bystander, and he created an uncontrolled missile with the vehicle since she was shot to death. That crashed into another car that could have killed somebody. He was irresponsible. ICE in general has been weaponized and thrown into the streets to cause panic and go after people with violating due process, which is part of a greater campaign to dehumanize immigrants and illegal immigrants by the Trump administration. He's not just saying we need to get this under control, illegal immigration. He's saying that they're sending their worst, they're rapists, drug addicts, or drug peddlers, et cetera, et cetera. That is the dehumanization campaign. And I don't think that most illegal immigrants are trying to come here to harm you. I think that they're trying to come here for a better life. We should talk about how like we need to put restrictions on that. But the dehumanization effort it's ridiculous. And this was not a Republican position 10 years ago. It's fucking crazy.
But as for a video, I'm not sure yet. I was gonna do like a bigger one, but I just haven't yet. Of course, Charlie is a lib. It is incredible how someone can watch a video and depending on like their political
Well, even Joe Rogan is speaking out against what's going on. So
brain, they'll see two different things. An ICE agent putting himself in front of a vehicle, and when the vehicle starts moving, putting himself in front of the vehicle, like the least smart thing ever. That is like
well, I also believe he used to be part of Customs and Border Patrol, and there was a whole thing going on with like internal memos where like they were found out to be standing in front of vehicles explicitly to create a justifier to shoot them. So that, you know, it seems like I think that he positioned himself like that to cause a problem. I mean, that's the problem. We exist in a structure. We exist right now where like ICE, we're not ICE agents aren't. We're not sending our best. It is very easy to become an ICE agent right now. You know, they're giving like big sign-on bonuses. I'm not gonna. I don't think. Here's the fucking hottest take. I don't think that the type of people who want to be ICE agents right now are the type of people who are trying to be good people. I think the type of people who want to be ICE agents right now are the type of people who want to be abusive, right? Because right now you have like basically reckless, like complete immunity. The federal government's telling you to go around, terrorize people, violate people's due process. You will have zero punishment. You can wear a mask. People don't have to be able to identify you. It's actually insane. And then you're like, what, Stephen Miller or whatever, going live and being like, you do whatever you want as long as it's within the job scope. Blah, 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 blah. It's like fucking crazy. And so I think the type of person that wants to be an ICE agent right now is an abusive person that's attracted to abusive power. I don't think a good person is like, yeah, you know what? I want to do that right now. Right. So that's another thing to keep in context for you as well. And I find this this is such a fucking weird thing. I find it really interesting the way that conservatives are kind of like eating up this authoritarian regime. And I'm going to explain to you why. I know that conservatives tend to lean more into respecting authority than like libs do. And what's so interesting is I think I'm one of those people. I respect authority more than a typical lib does. I mean, I grew up conservative. I think that like if the Conservative Party wasn't a crazy MAGA cult, I would be more conservative. I'd be focused on, a more productive form of welfare that allows people to work and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into my specific policies. It's just interesting what I resonate with. Like conservatives resonate with like, oh, lick the boot. I resonate with like, they'll say lick the boot and whatever law enforcement tells you, you listen to, blah, 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 whatever. But I resonate with like my authoritative resonation lies in like, why isn't the ICE officer listening to his training manual? Right? Like that's like, you have a specific set of rules for a reason. You're not supposed to stand in front of vehicles. Why are you doing that? That to me, that's where I go like, oh, listen to the rules. Listen to the rules. Listen to your training manual, ICE officer. But a lot of other conservatives are like, listen to the rules. Let cops that are basically people who got C's in high school do whatever they tell you to. It's like, okay, incredible.
Anti-protocol. And when the vehicle moves and turns to the right, just immediately starts blasting, then it's like, yep, justified. I don't know how anyone watches that and think that that's fine in a sane society.
Oh. True, King.
Because it was justified. Whatever, brother. You got a crazy set of eyes on you, man.
True.
Pre-order the Trump phone.
That
shit's unhinged.
The fucking Trump phone, dude.
I'll tell you, if this happened on Joe Biden's watch, it would be a very different tune right now. If an American citizen got gunned down in her fucking car because the agent put himself in front of the vehicle in the first place, I tell you, I think you'd be singing a different tune.
Maybe. I don't think that Biden would have allowed things to escalate to this point because he wouldn't have been, like, dictator brained.
Dumb situation, but maybe don't drive at police officers.
I mean, I'm going to put the onus. I'm going to put the higher level of responsibility on the ICE agent who has a training manual to deal with delicate situations over some 37-year-old woman who drove there a couple blocks away from her home to try to, like, be an impingement on ICE. But, like, arrest her. They had her license plate. They had a picture of her license plate. You don't need to gun her down.
Again, brother.
Let her drive away. Don't turn her car into a missile by shooting into her fucking face. Don't shoot into public that could kill somebody else. You have her license plate. Arrest her later. I don't think that's crazy to say. What are you talking about? She was more of a threat dead than she was alive. She could have killed well, no, the ICE officer who shot her could have killed somebody else. You already murdered her.
You're surrounded by masked dudes giving you a bunch of different conflicting things. It's a stressful situation. People panic. It's normal. What you're not supposed to do as an officer is fucking put yourself in front of the vehicle in the first place.
True.
That is entirely on him.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, it's not the smartest thing to, like, drive away from a scene or anything, but people panic. It's extremely normal. Happens every day. A trained agent shouldn't be putting himself in front of that car to begin with.
I agree.
Awesome politics on the line. I don't view it as political. I don't know.
Well, it's interesting that we've watered down politics to like, oh, you should don't make things political. Everything's political, man. This is a political situation. Like, I understand what he's saying, but like politics is kind of everything. Politics is like whether you can or cannot get married, or whether you do or don't have health care, or like different groups of people having different rights, right? Like people on the right would say, well, they're trying to take away my freedom of speech during the Biden. Like, that's political, right? Like, you think that that's what political freedom of speech is a political conversation. Of course, Trump is threatening people's freedom of speech. He's talking about taking away Mark Kelly's veteran status because he said, different law enforcement agents are allowed to ignore illegal orders, right? But the point still stands.
I don't view that thing as political. I feel like it's just basic common sense when you watch that video. How many police stops do you see of a police officer then getting in front of the vehicle with his own body, with the suspect still behind the wheel of the car? Probably close to zero.
No, you might position your vehicle in front of the car. That makes sense.
You know why? Because it's not real,
but not yourself.
Protocol. You gotta be a fucking moron to do that.
True.
And yeah, again, driving away, not the smartest thing in the world, but it's very natural for people to panic in a high-stress situation.
Yeah, it's also driving away, right? Like, the person's driving away. It's different.
With a bunch of masked dudes surrounding you and shouting and shit at you. Like, it happens. You should never put yourself in front of that car to begin with. You gotta be a fucking idiot. It's not justified to put yourself in danger and then execute the person when they panic.
Yeah, I agree, especially since you're law enforcement.
We used to watch those goofy police videos from bumfuck nowhere, and even they would know what to do. Yeah, because there's standard protocol and there's common sense. Nowhere are you taught to get in front of a vehicle of a suspect and like try and block it with your fucking hand like you're using the force or something. Fucking stupid.
True. Yeah, I mean, I agree 1,000%.